What up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am joined alongside Daniel Alvarez, a.k.a. Ringwalk Danny, and we are the Boxing Voice. We're going to be discussing Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder's camps are finally communicating for the first time in so many years. This comes off of the news that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence could not get it together in negotiations. So this big fight and big news of a potential big fight is exactly what we needed as fight fans, because I thought we were getting Bud versus Spence. That's not the case. Can we get Joshua versus Wilder after all these years? These guys actually have more years negotiating and or wanting to fight each other than Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. So we're here to discuss that. Danny, what are your thoughts, obviously, on the breaking news?
Man, I'm excited. I'm happy. It's a fight that I've wanted since probably 2016. It's been a very long time, and I think the fight is long overdue. It's not the same, obviously, as both guys are no longer champions. Both guys have took losses in the course of their career, but still two of the top heavyweights in the world, no question about it. Two top 5 guys, and I think that the winner puts themselves in a very desirable position and a very benefiting position as well, because they're going to be the biggest fight for any heavyweight out there.
Absolutely, man. I do want to turn your attention to this ID3 kind of short video with Eddie Hearn, where Eddie revealed that Shelly Finkel has responded to one of his emails. Brian, if we can get a screen share so that I can play this for the public. Once again, shout out to ID Boxing, who conducted this interview with Eddie Hearn. All right, so they're going to get that together, and we'll play. Can we get the audio? Let me see if the audio works. No, can I just play the audio?
No, I guess they're not able to see.
They actually emailed me today. Yeah, so what did I emailed him in August to talk about an offer. He came back today. It was a long wait, but at least he replied. You know, that offer that we had to him was to fight this year, but obviously with our relationship out here, we'd like to continue that offer. I actually invited Deontay and Shelly out here this week. They can't come, but we'll be working with them and trying to come up with some ideas. Again, it all depends on AJ if he waits to go into a fight like that or if he has a fight early in the year. But I see AJ against Deontay Wilder as a must-make fight. I really do. I think it's one of the biggest in the sport.
So this is very telling audio. I'm sure we're going to have to turn back to this and play it one more time, because ball is in AJ's court, according to Eddie. It's obviously up to AJ what kind of comeback fight he wants. Secondly, credit to Eddie Hearn that once Shelly responded to the email from August, Eddie still extended an open invitation out to Saudi Arabia to watch the Bivol Zurdo fight and to further communicate. So I love everything that I heard here. You also see that Eddie isn't taking any shots like he normally does. At the end of the audio, he says it's the biggest fight to make. So it's obviously up to only AJ once again. So I just want to play that yet again and see. I think you guys might have the screen now. All right. So I just want to play this again, not only with all the audio, but video as well. If we could just go to this, fellas. Thank you.
They actually emailed me today. Yeah, so what did I emailed him in August to talk about an offer. He came back today. It was a long wait, but at least he replied. You know, that offer that we had to him was to fight this year, but obviously with our relationship out here, we'd like to continue that offer. I actually invited Deontay and Shelly out here this week. They can't come, but we'll be working with them.
I just want to pause and say that he said, I want to continue that offer. So we have to put in our minds, how good was that first offer that he doesn't want, not that he doesn't want to, but he's not insinuating new negotiations, but instead continuing the existing offer. Was it that appealing? Was it that appealing that he feels he's got the fish on the hook with the old email from August? But back to the tape, fellas, and the video.
And trying to come up with some ideas. Again, it all depends on AJ if he waits to go into a fight like that.
All depends on AJ. If he waits to go into a fight like that, which means, translates to me, my interpretation is, does he want to tune up before a fight like Wilder? What did you take that at?
Does he want to tune up before Wilder?
I'll play it back. Hold on.
Depends on AJ if he waits to go into a fight like that.
Why else would you wait to go into a fight like that if you're not fighting a lesser opponent?
It would absolutely be a tune-up. A tune-up, a stay busy, something
Call
to
it what it is, a tune-up. Which is okay coming off of 2 back-to-back losses to Alexander Usyk. Wilder took a tune-up coming off of 2 back-to-back losses to Fury in Hellenius. Back to the tape, fellas. Just want you guys to hear this clearly.
Or if he has a fight early in the year. But I see AJ against Deontay Wilder as a must-make fight. I really do. I think it's one of the biggest in the sport.
Must-make fight. One of the biggest in the sport. Not his normal kicking of Wilder's back end. Not his normal teasing of Wilder. Not his normal teasing of Shelly Finkel. There was no mention of, what does he know? Shirley Finkel? No, it was Shelly.
No. Or what, wasn't it Shelly Winkle or something? Wasn't he?
It was a bunch.
It was a bunch of names.
And that's what I mean. No more in the media antagonizing. I think we might have some good stuff here, man. I think it might be, I don't know, it feels good. Hopefully we get it, like I said, off the back of, losing the Bud and Spence fight. I'm hoping this is real.
I'm hoping it's real too, champ. At the end of the day, like I said, they're 2 of the top 5 heavyweights in the sport. They always produce. Well, Wilder always produces the action, right? AJ typically does. He typically brings action. Obviously, the second.
He brings the people.
The second Ruiz fight wasn't as entertaining, but yes, you are correct. He absolutely brings people. A lot of them too. Like, he brings a lot of people out, so you got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. Bro, it's a fight, like I said, 6 years now. They've both lost. Make it happen now. You get what I'm saying? There's plenty of fight in each guy. Make the fight happen now. They're going to be, like I said, the most desirable fight in the heavyweight division. The winner is.
What's a bigger fight to you? Or should I rephrase and say more appealing fight? Wilder, AJ, Usyk, Fury.
You said Wilder, AJ, or Usyk, Fury? Wilder, AJ.
Why? That's not for any belt.
Something that's been brewing. Like I said, it's been about 6 years now. Something that I've wanted to see for a while. And I just think it'll be more action provided in that one. We've seen both guys get knocked out. We've seen both guys hit the canvas. So, yeah, I think that one will be a more entertaining fight.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and make that our first poll. And we do have the phone lines open if you want to call in and discuss, give us your opinion on this news. So I'm going to keep it simple and do like Fury Usyk or Wilder AJ as your options, right? So what is a more appealing? No, what is more appealing? Let's do that. What is more appealing? Wilder versus AJ or Fury versus Usyk? So no third option, right? Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Let's do it. I'm smashing that thumbs up button. I turned it from 32 to 33. You can do the same. Obviously, changing it from 33 to a bunch more. Go ahead and smash the thumbs up because we are live multiple times a day. Today being the second time already.
We went, what, nearly 5 hours this morning?
We had an amazing show.
Great show.
Amazing show. Shout out to Rachel Donaire. Shout out to Nonito Donaire. And shout out to all the amazing callers that we have from Twitter Space. That was pretty good.
Yeah, no, today was a good show. Obviously, Terrence Crawford going live last night stirred the pot up quite a bit.
Looks like the votes are coming in. And I don't even want to say who's in the lead as it's still very early. I want to give it a chance to build up. And over on Blog Talk, I see we got a caller. I need you to press 1 so you can indicate to us that you're ready to rock and roll and that you are ready to voice your opinion. This is the Voice of the People hotline, so don't forget you can call in 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion. And in the live chat, let's see what they're saying.
Do you think that Shelley and Wilder were just unavailable, or do you think that they didn't have any desire to go out there?
I mean, I'm going to say, well, excuse me, Wilder just fought. And he's probably already on vacation. He probably wasn't available. You know? And Shelley didn't want to go alone or didn't see the need to go without Wilder, right? I would have took him up on that offer. That's a free Saudi trip. You know what I mean?
Abu Dhabi.
Okay. Same differences.
Yeah, no,
I'd have took him up on that offer, though.
I totally would have took him up on that offer as well. Being told Devin Haney will be in attendance in Abu Dhabi.
Fight?
Yes, in Abu Dhabi this weekend.
Wow.
Alicia Bumgardner, she's
It
already...
is the last fight on his deal, right? Or is the Loma the last fight?
Well, I mean, he's not with either.
He's a free agent already? It was a two-fight deal?
No, I'm saying Devin's with Top Rank, but Top Rank doesn't have anything to do with the event.
No, I know. And I'm saying it is the last fight on his deal.
Oh, yes. The upcoming one.
It's time to start whining and dining, baby. You almost out. You got to remind you how much we love you around here.
His birthday's coming up, so, I'm sure Eddie didn't mind to bring him out to Abu Dhabi, a little bit early. But, yeah, I'm being told he'll be in attendance. Like I said, Alicia Bumgardner, she's in attendance. I saw Joe Cordina out there. Bro, they pulled out the red carpet for this one. Sheesh. You would have thought it was AJ Wilder or some shit. AJ Fury, the way they're doing it.
Bivol, man, he got the big win.
Over Canelo, huh? Brought in the Saudi money.
Treating him like a star because...
now you got me saying Saudi money that...
no, because
Abu
remember, if
Dhabi
he
money.
wins again, they can bring Canelo out there.
You think they'll do the rematch out there?
You think Canelo's going to say no to the bag?
It got to be a big bag, champ.
It's going to be double what he makes. Easy. If AJ could rake in 60, Canelo could do it. Just saying.
Were you going out there for that?
Not me.
Oh, my God. You terrible.
I'm goody. But
You talk all this talk about traveling, but refuse to travel.
certain countries.
Bro, you just want to see the same places over and over.
I just stay away from certain countries.
I hear you, champ.
I don't want to be like that basketball player because I smell like weed. I'm good. I don't want to go anywhere where it's that strict. You feel me? That can be nerve-wracking.
I hear you, champ.
But if Bivol gets the win, I could see him having the assistance of the good Abu Dhabi boxing people and convincing Canelo to come.
And I mean, we did see.
Wasn't Canelo out there already?
He went to Saudi for the AJ Ruiz fight. I'm sure he's been out there on vacation. And we did recently see Frank Smith of Matchroom with the head of tourism in Abu Dhabi. So, who we've seen invest a lot of time recently with other boxers. We saw him spend a lot of time with Floyd when Floyd was he's the one that actually got Floyd to come from Dubai to Abu Dhabi when the event was originally postponed. And then we also saw him with Devin Haney. So obviously Abu Dhabi is very interested in making a splash in the boxing scene. So they've already made a huge splash in the UFC scene. Like, Abu Dhabi was the first place in the world that had sports again, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's hope they're interested in this AJ Wilder fight. Let's hope they're interested in this AJ Wilder fight. And I see people asking, is Shelly and Al the same? And no, I don't think Shelly is going to turn down money for some alliance. He's pretty old. I don't think he's thinking about, a future further than the one he's already fucking presently lived in. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's thinking about, oh, I got 5 more years with Stenonius.
We might get that Earl and Bud. You know what I'm saying?
So I don't know, man. I think, and I say all that to say this in case you didn't catch, my tone. I think that if the money is right, Al can't tell Shelly to tell Wilder no.
And it's a bit different, right? Because in the Spence Bud situation, it's like one guy has 3 belts, the other guy has 1. This situation is like neither guy got a belt. You know what I'm saying? We just did 77,000 on pay-per-view. They coming with that bag. They're taking the risk. Let's go get that money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want that 77,000 to be a talking point in negotiations simply because we all know spontaneous combustion can only happen with 2 people opposite side the ring from each other that have some sort of history. No, people want to see fight. And people think can beat each other.
And I'm talking about from Al's standpoint, right? Like, it's like, cool, they come in with the money. You get what I'm saying? Like, we wanted to make this fight when there was belts on the line. There is none now, but there's still a lot of money involved. Let's go do it. Mm-hmm. I think, especially think about it. Floyd's been out there. Like, if Floyd's been out there dealing with these same people, and when I say the same people in the sense of, once again, the same gentleman with Abu Dhabi, the head of tourism. Like, Floyd has not just been seeing pictures with him, but you get what I'm saying? That gentleman brought Floyd or however it worked out, but made it happen to where Abu Dhabi was now the place for his last fight to take place, that fight in May. So, I don't know, man. I think it's good, and I think that Al would definitely entertain it, given that they'd probably come with some crazy amount of money.
I'm with Rob. It's a shame that that Wilder or Shelly couldn't be in Abu Dhabi. Obviously, you don't have to go all the way the fuck over there to make a deal. But it's a sign of good faith if Wilder could have went, even without Shelly, on free vacation with him and his wife to go see some fights and enjoy another country. Or if Finkel could have went without his client.
Not just that, but I think kind of to see, like I said, this is Matchroom's first fight under the new deal in Abu Dhabi, in the UAE. So I think that they would have been able to get a taste of, hey, this is, no offense, but this is Bivol Ramirez, right? A co-promotion with Golden Boy. Imagine what we can do for Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. That would be massive. That would be huge. And I think that it would make a lot of sense.
Would it still be pay-per-view if
Yes.
Wilder fought him in?
Yes.
It'll be American pay-per-view?
Yes.
What time would they come on?
they would definitely have to accommodate to the U.S. crowd.
Do you think PBC would want to co-promote?
Or would they let Eddie just take full?
He's bringing all the money. It's a question. They know they got Wilder, who is, regardless of what pay-per-view numbers just came out, he's a pay-per-view draw with the right fighter.
I think that they might just let. I mean, they let Eddie handle even the Ruiz rematch.
I mean, there was a contract. That was an official, the initial contract.
Yeah,
they were lead promoters.
Yeah,
so
there was also a dollar amount for the initial contract, and they were able to go to court and get Andy,
a little bit more,
a couple more million
for sure.
So I'm just saying, Eddie has an established relationship, the partnership out there. I think that if the guarantee is high enough, which I believe it will be more than for a fight like Anthony Joshua and Wilder because of the PO and the draw. And, once again, like, I know people, it's business at the end of the day, right? So you're talking about Abu Dhabi, Etihad Airlines was literally pushed. They created this airline to push their city, to bring tourism to their city. So they're going to bring big names. Anthony Joshua's a big name. Anthony Joshua's a global name. And Deontay Wilder is a worldwide name. Like, that Fury trilogy reached the world, and people know him on a worldwide level. They know that he possesses that one punch knockout power. So I think that even for a city like Abu Dhabi, who is trying to expand, who is trying to grow, who is trying to get out of that little sister shade of Dubai, who is only an hour away, they're bringing the big fights, right? That's why the Formula One final is there. That's why when the pandemic happened, if I remember the timeline correctly, the first sporting event that we had, I'm pretty sure, was in Yas Island with the UFC. So I think that Abu Dhabi's good. I think that they're bringing in a lot of money, and, they have a lot to offer.
For sure, man. I mean, we can no longer say that the Middle East is capping, that they always say they want a big fight, but they don't bring a big fight. They've actually turned it around to where offers are coming from the Middle East, and we believe they're real now. So, hopefully for Wilder and AJ, they can do it because, to get some foreign country money shows how big the fight is. Like, we've gotten no third-party offers for Wilder, Earl Spence and Bud. Terrence came out and said that there's a few parties interested, but he didn't say another country. It's not the Middle East, So these guys are attracting the big money from other countries. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. I hope that it's not just teasing us the way that they always do. I hope that the fact that, that these talks are being looked at as optimistic and Eddie is not sounding antagonizing. I hope that it means, good for us, for the boxing fan, that we actually get this fight. I'll tell you this, though. We did do that poll, and regardless of belts, the more appealing fight to the audience so far is Wilder versus AJ. No belts.
How? What's the percentage on that?
68 to 32.
And how many votes so far?
134. Just changed. So if you haven't voted already, go ahead and do so. 2 options. Question is very simple. What is more appealing, Wilder versus AJ or Fury versus Usyk? What's the more appealing fight? Go ahead and join our live poll right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where we are live. Once you get here, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the YouTube channel to help us get to our next goal of 1 million subscribers. Right now, we're actually at 158,244. So about 750 more so we can get to the right spot. So, yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend, man. And we're taking calls. 1-425-569-5241. Press one time to voice your opinion right here, Voice of the People hotline.
What do you think about that, though? You asked me about the pay-per-view, and then if so, what time? What do you think?
The time?
And the pay-per-view situation in the U.S.
I mean, yeah, I think anything with Wilder and AJ is probably going to be pay-per-view. I mean, the combination of Wilder and AJ is probably going to be pay-per-view here in America. And as far as start times or walk times, I don't know. Again, I just hope they cater to here in America because our pay-per-views are a little bit more expensive, so we can help cover more of that gate. Of those purses, and make it more of a possibility.
So 9 a.m., let's say 9 p.m. here, right? So if the fight starts at 9 p.m. here, midnight in the East, that's 5 a.m. in London, in the UK. And
Bright and early, they're going to be having, what is it? What do they call it? The Irish coffee?
Isn't that the shot with the coffee?
Yeah.
Right? And then I want to say 9 p.m. here is 9 a.m. in Abu Dhabi.
Let me get to this caller. He's going in and out. Edward, Alabama. Does that make you a Wilder fan?
Edward, talk to us.
Edward.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Hello?
I hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, homies. Appreciate it. Hey, no, man, I would love to see this fight. I mean, like your man said on there, man, they both took a couple of L's. People still excited. I mean, Usyk and Fury, that's, if you think of skill level and stuff, that's a high-level fight, but it's just not exciting. Even with the losses, Wilder's had his things, his challenges. AJ's had his challenges, man. I'd love to see that fight. I don't know where they're going to have it, but maybe at this point in time, they both come down to earth and they can get it done. Do they know possibly where they might even have it? Because I don't even care. I think if it does go to UK,
no. Shelley and Wilder just answered to a 2022 August email that Eddie sent in reference to a fight that would have took place in 2022. So they just answering back to an old email. So Eddie's ready to rock and roll and continue that offer. So they're very in the beginning stages.
Yeah, actually, that's promising. I know there was some criticism talking about he's not responding. Let's be honest. Wilder was training for a fight. We don't know what we were going to expect from him. I mean, he is coming off 2 knockout losses. So, I mean, now it's feasible to make this shit happen. I think right now, boxing really do need a fight like this, bro. Like, we not getting, about the other situations and stuff. Yeah, it's late, them coming off losses, but, these men ain't dead. They're still in good condition. If they both train well, it's going to be a good fight. And I would love to see that. So, thank you for the time, man. That's my call.
All right. If anybody else wants to call in, the number to do so is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1.
One time.
To voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline.
Bro, I can't believe you wouldn't travel. So you wouldn't travel, not even for this fight. Like get in for the weigh-in, for the fight.
If this is in the UK, yeah.
Okay, just not Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I mean the UK is cool with weed. I was literally smoking in front of Wilder's Hotel when I was in Manchester while being on live. They all right with that. And I'm all right with that. But if you ain't all right with that, then I ain't going to go that way. We got in Dallas, Earl Spence Jr. Nope, but we do got a new caller, right? In Dallas, you brand new.
Who you got?
You brand new. Yes, you are. Dallas, who's this? Where you calling from?
Hello, you hear me?
I do.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy, Tall Boy Heck, straight out of Dallas.
Tall Boy Head?
Yes, sir. HEC, short for Hector.
Oh, Tall Boy Heck. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What up, champ? Talk to us.
Fellas, I'm a big fan of the fight just because I feel boxing needs, something like this. I wouldn't be angry at seeing AJ fight Deontay, especially with considering that we we didn't get Errol Spence and Crawford. So, you know, I wouldn't complain about it. I don't know about you guys.
Nah, I'm not mad at this fight. I
would
love this
the fight.
fight.
Yeah, I would love the fight. I would travel for the fight, unlike Ness. And I hope they can get it done. You know, once again, despite the losses, this is still a top fight. The winner would be the most attractive and lucrative offer at heavyweight for whichever champion. And on top of that, it's been a fight that the fans have wanted for many years. So if we could finally get it, I think that, like you said, it's a fight that would help the sport right now.
Yeah, just like one for the fans, you know. But so have they talked about any dates, or what are we looking at?
No, they just start holding, you know, having communication, but that's just promising because it's something that we haven't seen in years. So hopefully something comes from it and they can work something out.
Right.
For sure. But all right, fellas, I have to let you go. I got to go back to work.
All right, brother. Have a good one. Thank you for calling in.
For sure. Appreciate it. If you want to call in, the number to do so is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on a Voice of the People hotline. We got the engineers working hard. They're going to try and get our Twitter spaces rocking and rolling over here so that we can have a little bit more interaction the way that we do on our daytime show. And I'm just refreshing here. It looks like we're going to have an early day, Mr. Alvarez, with such a sexy topic. Crazy.
I think a lot of the listeners probably trying to recover from the morning show this morning.
I don't think so, man. I think you're wrong. I think you're totally wrong. But that being said, I am Nesta Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO.
Ringwalk Denny on Instagram and Twitter. We are the Boxing Voice. Catch us tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Pacific,
but
9 a.m. Eastern.
You can also catch us December 3rd, back in
Phoenix, Glendale, Arizona. Please enter our giveaway. Very, very lucrative VIP experience. Head on over to Stagefront, VIP.com/Boxing Voice, as we are giving away 2 VIP experiences that include ringside seats, VIP access to the weigh-in. You'll get autographed merch. You'll get access to the VIP party with Stagefront and Matchroom, where we'll be doing a live show. Eddie Hearn will be in attendance. David Benavidez will be in attendance. Showtime Sean Porter will be in attendance. Jesus Ramos will be in attendance. Michael Carbajal will be in attendance. Ramblin' Ralph will be in attendance. So head on over to stagefrontvip.com/Boxing Voice and enter the giveaway now.
I got Easy Dimes in the chat saying only 30 minutes. If y'all don't call in, what could we do? You know what I mean? But I do got T Sizzle, $2 super chat. He says, but we know Eddie gonna want this on the zone. I mean, ain't that what Crawford wanted when he found 50 million? Like, really? If you putting up the money, you should have the right to say where the fight's gonna go. Like, I don't get it.
Ain't that what Floyd just said about his pay-per-view against Deji? Yeah. They came with the money.
And Floyd's on an app. Why can't, the other fights be on an app? Now I got a bunch of callers on Blog Talk. I just need y'all to press 1. I got Big Super Mex. What up?
What up, man? How am I coming through? I'm coming through clear.
Pretty terrible.
You sound like you're on a Bluetooth inside of a can of soda.
Hold on 1 second. My bad headphones. All right, how about now?
Yeah.
We hear you.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's better late than never with this fight. You know what I mean? I think it's something we would all like to see. Knockout sale, man. Like Danny said earlier, these guys have both been dropped and down and knocked out. They both knock people out a lot. That's just more intriguing. You know what I mean? We want to see that. We know with Usyk and Fury, we'll end up getting guys like us will like it because we like technical boxing. But, we like to see some big guys get there and bang heads. I'm sure the WBC will create some sort of title to be on the line for this so they can pose with whoever wins the fight. And you know what? It'll be nice and refreshing to get back to this Wilder AJ beef because the Spence Crawford stuff has got me drained. I'm ready to make fun of some UK sheep again. Let them know that AJ's gonna get his ass beat by Wilder. It's been a while since we talked about that. But yeah, man, hopefully this comes to fruition, man. I would be excited to watch it. I would love to see you guys out there, but I hear that's turning that down. So at least we didn't have a live watch party.
I'll be out there. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, ring walk. You got to be out there, man. The ring walk with Danny out in Abu Dhabi, man. What better way to kick it back off?
Yeah, it sounds
that's
pretty
my call,
amazing.
fella.
But all right, Supermax, appreciate it, champ. Thank you for calling in.
All right. Man, I just deleted Tall Boy Heck's entire number. It's gone.
Good job.
Fucking hell.
You can't undo it?
I tried that. It ain't work.
It did not work. Any more callers, Nesta?
Fudge. We do have a caller in the 201. I don't know who because, my number just deleted.
Talk to us.
In the 201,
Hey,
this
what's going on,
looks
fellas?
like it
Who's
is
this?
a new caller. What's your name, brother? Where you
What's
calling
going
from?
on, fellas? My name's Naeem, man. I'm calling from Jersey City, New Jersey. How y'all doing?
Naeem, what up?
First time caller, man. Fan of the show. Just wanted to let you guys know and give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
I just kind of
it.
wanted to get your thoughts on honestly, I don't see a Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight, but what do you particularly think about a Teofimo and Gervonta Davis fight? If you guys could break that down for me, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Harder to make than a Ryan Garcia fight, probably.
Why you think so? I don't think so. Bob Arum understands that Tank is the cash cow. That's why he was trying to put Loma in there with him. I think he understands that if Mayweather comes asking for a Teo who's got no belts and has already suffered a loss, and that fight is going to be on pay-per-view because all Tank's fights on pay-per-view, yeah, I think you're totally wrong. I don't think Top Rank can offer Teofimo a bigger fight on their side of the street.
I'm not saying that they would turn it down. I'm just saying that it's
1000%.
probably not going to be easier to make.
But
They've
it's not
already agreed.
difficult because Teo don't got nothing, so he can't be nobody other than Teofimo, the dude with a one loss just moved up to 40. Like, he's nothing else. He don't got nothing.
I mean, what does Ryan have?
Oh man, my
Ryan
lost it, man.
got the ability to pack out a stadium.
Thank you.
But I'm
That's what
saying,
Ryan has.
okay,
He
but
ain't fighting in a small room.
okay, so let them start negotiating until fight in December. You think that fight gonna get made when they've already agreed?
Bruh, Teo can fight whoever the fuck he want, Peldraza, in December. My man is obviously talking about later. And let me tell you, if Tank and Mayweather ask Teo to fight December 17th, with Tank, Teo dropping that Peldraza fight off a draw, please.
1,000%.
I'm with you, Naeem.
And to date, I would say, in my opinion, to date, I think the Tank and Teo, I think Tank would be Teo's biggest fight, even over Loma, if you really want me to be honest.
Absolutely. We already think that Tank is a bigger star than Loma. So, yeah, the only thing that Teo could say is that Teo beat Loma, who was more accomplished than Tank, but Tank is the bigger fight. Listen,
now,
Naeem, how
question
you spell
though,
your
question
name, though?
though.
Because I don't want to spell it wrong.
Nah, it's cool, man. It's Naeem. I'm actually a DJ from Jersey, DJ Naeem _ on Instagram. If you got one, you know what I'm saying? Tune in.
Nice. I'm going to put that so we can address you as DJ Naeem.
So, if you're Tank, though, what appeal does Teofimo have over Ryan?
What? Bro, my man never said over. He never said over. He just said what you think about that fight. Yo, he looking for any way to discredit this.
I'm just saying because it's
look, I'll tell
it's
you
like
I'll tell you what
they've already agreed to a fight.
Okay,
you don't
but
believe
my
in
man
it.
never said I don't want that fight. I'd rather Teo. He just said what y'all think about Teo versus Tank.
Yeah, I mean, if it was to happen, I think it would be an entertaining fight. Probably something we never see though.
I mean,
I
that's your
think
opinion.
I think the Teo and Tank fight gets made way before a Ryan and Tank fight. If you really want my
Well, Ryan and Tank have already agreed. That's done. That came out today. Like all they waiting for is the not the promoters, but the networks to decide how they gonna do it. See, because like hypothetical, this is all hypothetical talk, but like hypothetically, Showtime could say, let us stream it live and you do the on-demands. You know what I'm saying? Or hypothetically, they both stream it live and they both sell the pay-per-view. They got to come to an agreement.
Then you got to think about it. Showtime charges
HBO did that.
Showtime charge
With Showtime.
Yeah, but I think that's even easier than this because you talking about, cool, I'm going to sell mine, you sell yours. We both charge the same and we both have the same setup. Versus the other, I sell mine traditionally, but you sell yours maybe $10 cheaper, depending if you're a subscriber.
And that's okay. So your sales go to your fighter, my sales go to my fighter. Simple.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you a fan that watches all sports and I already got the zone, well, they're giving it cheaper. Why would I, just because
So whose problem is that? That's not my problem. That's your business model. I got my business model at the zone, and if we more successful because we offering a deal for existing customers, that just means we showing appreciation to our loyal fan base.
But
Facts.
okay, so then the non-loyal fan base, they have to pay more than.
Motherfucker, so become a loyal member.
But,
he funny as hell.
bro,
He said the non-loyal.
Become a loyal member.
You're answering your own
bro,
question.
But why would anybody want to have 3 pay-per-view prices for one? Showtime sells theirs.
I'm gonna let you go, but I got you. I got you with the perfect analogy.
The Zone sells theirs for $65 if you're a member, or $85 if you're not.
Danny, here's your analogy. As a Spirit user, Spirit Airlines, he knows Spirit sells tickets and seats and bags at one price. Then they have a member's price. It's that simple. I can't get mad at the member's price.
Brother, but what I'm telling you, if you Showtime, why would you be cool with that? Like,
that's one of the hiccups we got to get over. Showtime could either A, be cool with it and get the fight, or B, not be cool with it, don't get the fight, and disgruntled and already disgruntled Tank, who deletes every tweet, but they always say, I got to get with a new team. I got to get the fuck from around these dudes. So if you're going to keep stalling that man, you already responsible for him not fighting Loma. If you going to fuck up that Ryan fight, oh, he could go to any lawyer. It don't matter the fucked up lawyer that made him sign that bullshit contract. He'll go to any lawyer. You not doing what you're supposed to do for me, I could get out. I could get out. You just fucked up the biggest fight. Can no one else, you can't, not even you, could tell me what fight is bigger for Tank than Ryan.
Nah, I mean, I've been on there saying that.
So if they fuck up this deal, he could get out that Mayweather deal and that Heyman deal.
I mean, it depends how you look at it.
Any blind lawyer get him out.
It depends how you look at it, because one could say DAZN messed it up because, once again, they're the ones with the most expensive pay-per-view price.
DAZN didn't mess it up. You choosing to come to DAZN, who has a network deal with a fighter. So you came here knowing you got to deal with me. Don't come here trying to poach my fighters, not expecting me to have my way. I seen the talent in Ryan, so I signed the network deal with him. I'm running this shit because I seen the talent. You didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. Tank the ace.
All right. So then why they asking for Ryan?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
It's the sport.
No.
Who he gonna fight,
if
himself?
Tank is the A side, why are you saying that Ryan is his biggest fight?
Because you asked the question.
No, because together they are who they are. Separately, Tank ain't.
Separately, Tank has been selling on pay-per-view consistently.
Absolutely, but he ain't been over 300.
Okay. So he's still bringing in more money than Ryan.
Ryan got paid $2 million to fight Fortuna.
Okay.
Guaranteed. You can't say he bringing in more money when one dude is doing less work for more money. If you hire me,
come on. You talk about the guys Tank fighting on pay-per-view, like they're of equal level as to the guys. Bro, if anything,
brother,
same
just
level.
talk to me about how much you getting paid the hour and how much Ryan getting paid the hour. That's all. And then you talk about the job they got you doing versus 4 times champions versus 2 times champions.
Bro, because he could do that.
And that's cool.
Because if Ryan do that, he might lose.
And that's cool. You want to take shots, but the truth still remains one dude is being paid by far 10 times the amount of the other for the work. Okay? Tank got to go in the fire to get paid. My man is fighting nobodies and getting hella money guaranteed. Not no back-end check, not no fake blog sites, no. The real boxing sites, ESPN, the Michael Coppingers, they reporting $2 million. Why don't you Google right now and show us?
One guy got to make payments on Ferrari.
Show us.
One guy getting custom vehicles made.
That's a comment from your favorite fighter.
That you literally said, I ain't gonna lie, champ. That's one of the rawest. Come on, bro. Like
all you doing is repeating shit Tank said. You sound like a Tank fan.
You know damn well Tank is getting, like you've said, nobody's making more money than Tank in the lightweight division. Have you not said that?
All you doing is repeating shit Tank said. All you doing is repeating shit Tank said.
Fighter.
Who's got the tougher opposition? Whose resume is better, Tank's or Ryan's?
At what point in their career? At this point,
whose resume is better, Tank or Ryan?
Oh yeah, Tank for sure.
Okay, and how the fuck is it that my man is making as much as Tank for less than opponents?
I don't know that he's making as much as.
Okay, you're right. He making more because I know you can't find me any fight where Tank made over $2 million guaranteed on paper. Let's Google it. Come on, let's see who's right.
I mean,
let's see who's right.
You know my computers and phone been dead for an hour, so.
Gervonta Davis, you got a phone?
You know that's been dead. So.
Purse.
You was like, yeah, just sit there, champ. Don't worry, we'll rock out.
Purse history. Let's see what we got.
Bro, come on. Even if you find it, then you've been lying to the people because you've been calling Tank. You've been calling Tank the highest paid.
Let's see what we got.
Fighter, guaranteed fighter.
What we got here
in the lightweight division?
Guaranteed payment. Let me get a screen share, fellas. This only one site, and I'm gonna just backspace and show you this one site on the first Google search. All right, this is the first site.
So you're showing what the opponents are making. Okay.
First site, first Google search.
Okay.
What we got here? Gervonta Davis purse fight income. Davis has been into several $1 million fights in his career. Opponents.
Who's
this is who he faced.
Who's the source?
This is who he faced. This is what he got. 75,000. Sounds about right when Tank was complaining that he was set up to take this fight. Liam Walsh, 100 G's. Let's just fast forward to the big fights.
I mean, first of all, this site is so unreliable given that it's giving you pay-per-view shares for fights that were never on pay-per-view. Actually, all but one of the fights were not on pay-per-view. Somehow they have a pay-per-view percentage share. So a very reliable site you chose to get your numbers
Google
from.
Search.
I mean,
first Google search.
It's called Venture Options.
I'm trying to defend Tank because you saying he's the highest paid. I'm
I
showing
mean, you've been telling the world.
Nothing.
You've been telling the world.
You can't find. Here we go. Okay, this is a better one. The Sporting News, are they better? Would you like them? Is it cool to use this one? Like, which one is okay with you,
brother? You showing shit.
I just want to know which one is okay with you.
Go to the first Google search. Go to that. Because that won't even give you the pay-per-view breakdown. That's what we want to show.
You just said that was wrong.
I mean, you the one selecting it. I'm not the one putting bullshit out.
Look. This one say per total
I can't
sportage.
See it.
I mean,
you got to zoom in.
It say it right there. Per total sportage, he made $2 million guarantee against Romero. I mean, who's a tougher opponent, Romero or Fortuna?
I would say Fortuna for sure. Former world champ, the guy that went longer.
Knock it off.
He went longer in the fight.
Knock it off.
He went longer in the fight.
Knock it
more
off.
Proven, more experience.
It off.
Wasn't he part of the DR's Dominican
We're
Olympic
good on the
team?
screen share. We see what happens. History shows us what happens with Danny once we start talking about Tank, Devin, or Shakur.
Have you or have you not told the world this entire year that Tank is the highest paid fighter in the lightweight division?
What I tell people and how I defend my statements is my business.
So
you
right
defend
there,
yours.
you show it. Right.
You defend yours.
Okay, $2 million guaranteed on a $2 million guaranteed. And I'm getting pay-per-view back in. So yes, I make more money than you.
No, you are in a tougher fight. How you make it? Listen to me. Why you think Crawford said no? Because he's in a tougher fight, so he's expecting more money then. I fought a non-title fight with Sean Porter for $6.5 million. You want me to take a zero guarantee against the toughest fight in my career? You wrong, bro, and you don't want to be wrong. It's crazy to me. It's like, dog, you can't say that Leo Santa Cruz is the same as Romero. Just like you can't say
Bro,
Romero.
you counting money you ain't made, because then you saying if Ryan were to fight a Romero or a Leo based off what he made against Fortuna, he gonna make this. You counting money you haven't made. You can't say that. I don't give a fuck about who in front of you. I made him look easier then. Like, regardless, he got $2 million guaranteed for Fortuna. He got $2 million guaranteed for Rolly, except he getting pay-per-view back in. He getting, they're both getting gates. They're both getting merch. They're both getting, concessions.
My friend, I don't know if you don't know, but when you go on pay-per-view, the network's not taking risks. The promoter's taking the risk. Okay? So we're talking about one man being paid a guaranteed $2 million from his broadcaster to fight a lesser opponent. Meanwhile, the person you want us to believe is helping you win this argument has to be forced to be on pay-per-view with opponents that no one wants on pay-per-view, doesn't get the guarantee the other guy who you saying don't make more gets, but then somehow is bigger.
So
okay.
What was Ryan's guarantee in his last fight, champ?
I actually Googled Ryan's purses, and it says here and this is the site called Total Sports Portal, right? Or something like that. Total Sportal.
You sound like Bud last night trying to say the name.
That's all good. That's all good.
What they talking about?
What these people are saying that he's never been on pay-per-view, so maybe Danny agrees with that. But then again, it does show 3 fights on pay-per-view, split share of Romero Duno, Francisco Fonseca, Luke Campbell, and Emmanuel to go. Do they know something? We don't know where those fights on pay-per-view, and I don't know because I was just a DAZN subscriber. I don't know. But in terms of purses, they don't have the Fortuna, which is the $2 million purse. They do have the to-go purse at $1 million. Who's a tougher opponent? Emmanuel to go, who's never knocked out anybody, or Hugo Ruiz? Hugo Ruiz. Who's tougher?
Shit, the guy that went 12 rounds, I would say to go. Absolutely.
You see, he doesn't want to lose this argument.
One guy gets knocked out in 1 or 2 rounds.
He doesn't want to lose this argument.
The other guy goes 12 rounds.
He's going to make me Google Hugo and see his knockout ratio and then show you to go's knockout ratio. Hugo, 33 knockouts out of 39 fights. I mean, I'm not even going to finish my case. It is what it is. Someone is desperately trying to defend their favorite fighter. This happens time and time again. It's okay. It happened to me. I used to love Danny so much, subconsciously I defended him.
I don't know. These are words and illusions that you have created and put out into the universe, champ. I have never in my life said, and you knowing me, said anybody other than Canelo Alvarez to be my favorite fighter, champ. In the existence of you knowing me.
But what you say and how you react is 2 different things. If we all see you get defensive when we speak Devin, Shakur, or Tank, we don't need you to say that's your favorite fighter.
Brother,
if you travel,
I'm literally reiterating what you've said time and time again.
I'm not done making my case.
2 guys.
Whenever these 3 men are talked about, you are willing to travel to their fights, regardless of their opponent. So don't tell me they're not your favorite fighters.
Do they not do numbers for your platform?
All right.
I'm just asking, do they or do they not?
I think you want us to do a new poll. Is Danny favorite fighters the 3 names that I mentioned? Like, you tripping, man.
All right, brother.
That's like asking the audience, does Ness like Wilder? Does Ness fuck with Colbert? Like, you tripping. We know who you fuck with. Like, why you didn't deny
I'm not saying that I don't fuck with them, champ. I'm just saying you literally talking about who make more. Oh, well, okay, I seen that they both got $2 million guaranteed. Well, yeah, but this got lesser than.
On paper.
Yeah, but this got lesser than.
What you mean?
That's what you went to. Oh, shit, they both made the same actually guaranteed on paper? Fuck. But yeah, we all know Rolly was better than this guy.
Am I lying? And won't you tell the audience another thing? Does your purse not increase when you're fighting tougher opponents?
Depend on your contract, yeah.
Okay, so if Ryan is getting paid $2 million for Fortuna is it safe for me to assume that he's going to be paid more for Tank? Is it safe for me to assume he'll be paid more for Tio? Is it safe for me to assume he'll be paid more for Shakur? Is it safe for me to assume he'll be paid more for Devin? Come on,
yeah, depending on when those fights happen.
Come on, did Joseph Diaz Jr. not say he was going to earn a career high payday with Ryan? And when that fight fell out, did he not earn a career high payday with Devin? Stop, bro. You're tripping right now.
What does JoJo have to do with that?
I'm showing you the caliber of Ryan, and because he was about to fight a good opponent, even the opponent was going to get a career high payday.
Right. He was. Yeah,
and when that opponent continued to take the risk,
getting the career high with the champion,
because he continued to take the risk, further proving that Nestor's not lying. When a fighter is in tougher, he gets paid better.
Yes, you get paid better, bro. But what I'm saying is, you talking about Gervonta has had to take more risk. All I'm saying is, if Ryan would have took that risk, he might have not made it to those purses because he could have took a loss. And so you counting money that ain't there.
And that's fine. You talking about purses and losses that ain't happened. I'm talking about he ain't making to that risk and he making more money.
All right, champ.
The fuck? I mean, I just showed one knockout ratio. To go and Hugo Ruiz are not the same. One is more dangerous. It's just simple. But it's, I mean, look, agree to disagree. It is what it is. No more callers, though. Anybody that was there is probably no longer there.
Only Blog Talk for today. So.
And if you're on Blog Talk, I need you to press 1 at least one time. That's going to indicate to us that you want to rock and roll here on the show. I see someone in, what is this? Orlando. Is it Weedy? What up?
Yo.
What up, Weedy?
Yo, what's going on, fellas?
What up?
What up?
Hey, man, just want to touch on the Joshua Wilder fight. Man, if it happens, it'll be great, but I don't think it's going to happen with DAZN and Showtime or Fox. It ain't going to work, bro.
So you think it happens on one network or it doesn't happen at all?
It don't happen at all. Cause we can't get Ryan and Tank.
I mean, that's almost done.
So you think they're gonna work with Eddie?
I mean, according to Oscar, the promoters have agreed, so that means the PBC agreed.
Eddie ain't got nothing to do with either fighter, so.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm talking about DAZN. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, but according to Oscar, the promoters agreed, so it's out of their hands. It's on the networks to come up with a deal now.
Yeah, so that's Showtime and DAZN now.
So we just waiting on that then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're waiting to see. All right, thank you, fellas.
Thank you.
All right, champ.
LV Slugger, what up?
TBV, how it sound?
Straight.
I'm good. Yeah, man. Y'all went all over the place with it, but I'm gonna just stay on topic. You know, the business of boxing, like we was talking about earlier today. You know, with the Spence and Bud. You know, the business of boxing has doing us wrong and not getting us that fight. You know, 2 undefeated welterweights for undisputed, and we all know how the Wilder AJ played out. You know, 2 undefeated heavyweight champions in the prime of their career was knocking shit out, 4 undisputed. And, you know, business of boxing did its job to, you know, just fuck all that up. So, you know, I still feel like it's still a big fight. And you just like the poll was saying, I still think, you know, Wilder AJ is a bigger fight than Fury Usyk. You know, especially amongst the casuals, guys who don't really care too much about the sport. You know, you guaranteed a knockout with Wilder AJ. So, you know what I'm saying, I still think that's a huge fight, regardless of them, you know, both suffering losses now. I mean, that's just heavyweight boxing. So, I mean, as long as they can get the deal done, you know, I'm all for it. You know, that's a big fight in boxing. You know what I'm saying? I think it's still up there with a Bud and Spence fight, you know, just because it's heavyweight boxing and the build-up.
So
and, you know, all
that's
the bullshit,
bigger than. That shit bigger than.
Yeah.
You talking about one guy's a global star, like.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is. It's heavyweight boxing. So, like I said, it's bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's bigger than Fury Usyk, in my opinion. So, You know, hopefully, then, man, they can get this fight done, man. You know, especially with this era. You know, Wilder, Usyk. I mean, Wilder and Fury got in there with each other. I feel like Usyk and AJ probably the other two, you know, of this era. I mean, you could throw Andy in there as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all the top heavyweights. I feel like this is one of the fights we need for all the top heavyweights of this era. So, I mean, we can get this fight, man. I'm all for it. So hopefully they can get the fight made, man. Wilder versus AJ. But yeah, that's my call.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in. That is all our callers, and I believe we have no super chat. So my name is Nestor Gibbs, Instagram and Twitter.
Catch us tomorrow, 6 a.m. Pacific. Follow us, and
we actually got 2 super chat. Well, we did the T-Sizzle. Next one is from Small Gulk. He says, step up looking clean. I guess he means my bald head ain't shaved enough to be like Mr. Clean. Don't know. That being said, catch us on the next show. And that came in from New Zealand. Shout out for keeping us international. Peace.
We out.